Happy Friday, everyone. Today is Friday, July the 31st, 2015, and I'm excited about going into August. I say that because I promised myself that I was going to start 30 days of faithfully praying on a scheduled time. Not that I don't already pray, but I am going to seek out praying at specific times daily and asking God to do something in me that is different from what has already taken place. I challenge you to figure out whatever it is that you want to change in the next 30 days. It takes 21 days to break a habit, as my spiritual father would say, and most people would say as well. And I'm going to give myself that extra 9 days to fully embrace the change and to keep it going. I don't have to tell you what the habit is I'm trying to break. You don't have to tell anybody what you're doing. That's between you and God. No one needs to know what you are requesting God to do in you. I say that to say yesterday, I was reminded of the fact that God never forgets. My child was at daycare all day, and I forgot that morning I had told her we were going to go get a bike. Lauren is 2 years old. She'll be 3 in October. So, of course, I figured I said what I had to say to get her in the car. She's not going to remember. Well, fast forward, 6:30 when I go pick her up from daycare, we get in the car, and I'm on my way to go get something from my sister, and she says to me, "What about my bike?" And I was kind of stuck because I didn't understand, how did she remember something I told her at 9 o'clock that morning? It was still very much in her memory she's not even 3 yet. So, of course, I went to Walmart and I brought her the bike. But all that time I was thinking, how many times did I make promises to God? And I kept saying, I'm going to do it. Or in my mind, I said, well, we can go get her bike tomorrow. And then something said, why tomorrow? You promised her today. I look at that as the same thing about when we make promises to God. We think that we can put it off and keep putting it off and putting it off, and that he's going to forget. But one day, God is going to call your bluff and say, everything that you asked me for, or you promised, if I got you out of this situation, if I took you from this place, if I healed your body, you were going to do this for me. You were going to serve me. You were going to give me time. You were going to be a witness for me. How many times have we promised God that we were going to change, or that we were going to do something different, and that if he helped us, in return, we would do X, Y, and Z? Yet we always put it off, and we always say what we're going to do, and we don't do it. I'm guilty of this. I'm guilty of saying, Lord, I'll give you more. Lord, whatever it is that you want from me, if you heal me, I'll do it. And then once the healing comes, I forgot all about what I told God that I was going to do. But one day he called my bluff. He said, so I've done this. Are you going to serve me? What is it that I'm going to have to do to you to get your attention? Because we may forget, but God never forgets. So I'll say to you, just like my child had to remind me, remind yourself of the things that you've promised, not only yourself, but to God, that you're going to do for his kingdom, for his glory. And think about all the things that if God had forgotten what he promised to do for us, where would we be without the grace and mercy? Where would we be without his love that he promises to give us daily in spite of? So I challenge you going into August, whatever it is, that thing that you were going to do that you keep putting it off, I challenge you to do it. As the saying goes, there's nothing to it but to do it. Be blessed. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. And remember, God never forgets, even when we do.